All right, so I made this staircase and I'm going to make this an emergency stairwell that's fire rated. So we're going to move this staircase into the ground floor. Let me close some of this stuff up here and we'll open it as we need it. But in the previous video, I put together some stairs and now we're going to go put those into the building inside a stairwell and then throw a couple of doors on there. Also deal with some things with the railing and that sort of thing. So let's go to the ground floor. And what I want to do is just grab these stairs and move them into the building somewhere. So I'm going to kind of put them, I don't know, like right here. This is going to be where I put this stairwell. So we're going to go choose the Move tool. I'm going to zoom in on my stairs that I have selected, and I'm going to choose this outer left corner, and then we're going to move that into our building. And I'm going to put it somewhere on the second floor close to this. Actually, let's put it kind of between these columns. Okay. This is just for the purposes of the video. It has to match your design when you do this. So I have moved these stairs in here. Let's go look at a section view. So if I go to my 3D view and I turn on my section box, then I'm going to grab this side, and this is going to help me kind of figure things out as we go through and start changing things. But you can see we have some stairs in there, and they start from the floor, and they go up to the second floor, and it's kind of through concrete right now. So what we need to do now is go add a fire-rated wall. So I'm going to go to Wall, and I'm going to choose the one that says masonry, 6-inch. I think there's one in here, generic 6-inch masonry. That'll do the job. And we're going to make a box around the stairs and then align the outside. And there's other ways you could do this. You could leave some open spaces and that sort of thing. But for my design, I want to use I want to have this staircase inside a column. Okay. So I'm going to use a 2-point rectangle. I'm going to start outside over here, not touching, because we're going to use the Align tool. And now I've got a wall. Another thing I want to do is make sure that this wall is 34 feet tall. It's going to match my elevator shaft. So let's go look at that. Oh, I have to do, actually, I drew it already. So we have to go change that wall. So let's go back to ground floor. And I'm going to get escape a couple of times. I'm going to point at the wall, hit tab, and then click, and then I need to change the 12 to 34. Now, that wall matches my elevator shaft design, so it's going to go up into the upper roof framing. All right, cancel that. Next, we need to align some stuff here. So let's go back to the ground floor where we can see the stairs and our walls. So we're going to choose the stairs, and we're going to choose Align. Okay, so we pick what we want to align to, and then what we want to align. So I'm just going to go around and align all the walls to the stairwell. And I'm going to choose that outermost line. If we end up with some gaps and stuff in here, I'm not real worried about that. It's going to be close to what we want. So we're going to click on the outside line there and align those walls. All right, now we have that done. Now I can go cut a hole in the floor. All right, so we're going to hit escape a couple of times to get out of a line. Double click the floor, go to second floor, choose that 2-point rectangle. I'm going to choose the top corner of this room, and I'm going to zoom out and go to the bottom corner of this space right here, and then hit check. And now we should have, I'm just going to click Don't Attach. So now we should have a nice hole in the floor. And if we go over here to this view, I have to move the section box in a little more so we can see the stairs. I'm going to try to just clip that wall. Now you can see the floor has been removed. So let's scoot it out just a little bit more. Okay, so we can kind of see that. We have some rails that we're going to have to delete, but we're not going to do that first. Okay. The next thing we need to do is up here on the second floor, we also need to add a landing. So I'm going to click on the staircase, and we're going to edit stairs, and then I'm going to go to second floor, and we're going to choose the landing tool, and we're going to draw one. All right. And this doesn't chain, it does chain. We're going to turn on chain. When I was getting ready to make this video, I had trouble with this. So This arrow is where our stairs end. So I'm going to go to this wall, and I'm going to go across the end of that to where the next stairs are, about right here. I'm going to go all the way to the back wall. So I'm just opening up a hole for the stairs. And we're going to go all the way to this wall, all the way to this wall, all the way to this corner here. And again, if you're off a little bit, there's a lot of lines going on here. But you want to make a closed loop when you're done, hit check. And now we have a landing in there. You can do some alignment if you want, if you have some gaps. Like this looks like a little bit of a gap. So we should be able to align. We'll do one as an example. I want to align to this, and I'm choosing that, and now they should be aligned, okay? So we're going to hit check, and it's going to complain a little bit, and all right, so it's saying there's some pieces that are not continuously connected. That's fine with us, okay? It's just giving us a warning. But if we go look at it, we should see that we have a landing now, and you can see the stairs come up through it. There's some railing there, and it does look a little strange. All right, so next thing is we're going to look at this railing. This railing touches the outside wall. It's not really needed. So I'm going to double click that, and we're going to get into edit mode. Notice where it's editing. It's down here on the very bottom. And I'm just going to click everything on the outside and delete it because we don't need that. Anything that's on the inside here, we want to hang on to that. So I'm going to click on this and delete, and it's just going to be deleting those around until we get all the outsides deleted. And it's a little tedious, I recognize that. So we're going to orbit this a little bit so we can see in there. Get that one, delete it, and this one and delete it. And then this one, delete that, and one more on the outside. All right, that should have removed all the exterior. And, okay, again, this stuff can be a little fiddly. We're going to hit check, and we should have some rails now. And that looks a little strange. Why does it have double on that? Okay. Oh, I see what it did. All right, so we're going to delete this one that goes across. We don't need a rail there, and we don't need this rail. So if you see some rails that don't belong, just double click, and anything on the outside we want to get rid of. Anything on the inside we want to leave. So this I want to leave because that's important. Hit check, and now we should have rails on the inside all the way to the top. This one looks a little fiddly here, so this got really messy, so I'm going to go delete that one as well. So let's zoom out and look at it a little bit. So now we should have just railing on the inside, and the outside is connected to a wall. All right, next. I'm going to hit check there and continue. And, oh, it's saying it's quit sketching and just yes. Okay, so now we've got everything done. The railing here is a little bit messy. I'm not going to sweat it. We can move this, we could go edit this landing a little bit and clean that up. But for the purposes of this, that's going to be great. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to go add some doors. Okay, so I'm going to hit escape a couple of times. And then we're going to go to architecture, and we're going, well, actually, let's do this. We're going to go to insert, and we're going to load family. I am in the folder doors and commercial, and I'm going to choose one of these. Let's see, what if we did single vision light? Okay, so we want to have this little window on the door, and I'm going to click open. I only want the 7 foot tall, 3 foot wide one, so we're going to click on that. And now we can go to ground floor, and we are going to have a door on this wall. So we're going to go to architecture and door, and we're going to place that right there. I'm going to flip it so it opens against the wall. And then we're going to go to second floor, and we want it straight across from the landing here. So I'm going to put it on this wall right here across from the stairs, flip it around this way, and put it on the inside. And that should be good. I think it's opening into some rails. Let's go look at that. Make sure it should be good there. No, that looks good. Okay, it's got a little gap there. That's all that's going on. Okay, so now we have a door on the inside, and let's scoot this out a little bit. You can see the door on the downstairs. So now we have a fire rated stairwell that has two doors, one at the first floor, one at the second floor. We have rails on the interior. Could they be a little bit better? Yes, the top one was a little bit off and we could go fix that. But for the purposes of this video, that's how you can move the stairs into the building and put it into a fire rated column. All right, that's enough for this video. Thank you for watching.